It was a cold December morning in 2018, somewhere along a lonely stretch of I-90 in Montana. I was hauling freight cross-country, the kind of job that keeps you on the road more than it keeps you home. The sky was gray, heavy with snow clouds, and the wind was howling through the pines. I'd been driving all night, my thermos of coffee long gone cold, when I saw it. A cluster of flashing lights up ahead. State troopers, a tow crew, and a handful of other truckers were gathered near the edge of a ravine. I pulled over, my rig creaking as it settled, and stepped out into the biting air. There was a wrecked semi down there, tangled in the rocks and brush, its cab crumpled like a tin can. The tow guys were working slow, careful, like they were handling something fragile. I joined the group of drivers standing off to the side, hands stuffed in our pockets, breath fogging in the chill. Nobody said much. We just watched. A trooper walked over to us, his boots crunching on the gravel. He was a big guy, broad shoulders, but his face looked tired, like he'd seen too many mornings like this. "Sorry to say it," he started, his voice low, "but the driver didn't make it. We found him a few hours ago. Looks like he lost control in that storm we had Tuesday night. Snow probably blinded him. If it weren't for a glint off his side mirror catching the sun, we might not have spotted him at all." He shook his head, then reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a folded piece of paper, creased and stained with dirt. "You should read this," he said, handing it to me. "We think he survived the crash for a little while, maybe an hour or two, before the cold got him. Wrote this while he was down there. I'd never seen a cop cry before. You figure they're numb to it, right? They see death all the time. Wrecks, overdoses, you name it. But this guy, his eyes were wet, and his hands shook as he passed me the letter. I took it, unfolded it, and started reading. The other drivers leaned in, quiet, like we were all holding our breath. When I finished, I couldn't say anything. None of us could. We just wiped our eyes, nodded to each other, and headed back to our trucks. But those words, they burned into me. I can still see them, clear as day, like I'm holding that paper right now. I want to share them with you, because they're not just his story. They're a wake-up call for all of us. Here's what he wrote. December 2018, my dearest Sarah, this is the letter no one ever wants to write. I'm lucky, though. I've got a little time to say the things I should have said 100 times before. I love you, honey. God, I love you so much. You used to tease me, saying I loved this old truck more than I loved you, because I spent so many hours with it. And yeah, I've poured my heart into this rig. It's carried me through blizzards, breakdowns, long nights on empty roads. It's been my lifeline, keeping us afloat, putting food on the table. I could always count on it to get me home. But you know what? I love you for the same reasons. You've been my rock, Sarah. You've seen me through the worst of it, and I don't think I ever told you that enough. I'm sitting here now, freezing, stuck in this cab, my legs pinned, and I can't feel my hands anymore. I've got time to think. Too much time, maybe. And all I can see is you. I keep replaying the dumb stuff I've done. I'd gripe about this truck breaking down, but I never thought about how you must have felt, holding things together at home. You gave up so much for me. Girls' nights out, that trip to the coast you always wanted, new clothes you never bought because we were saving up. You never complained, not once. And me? I don't think I ever said thank you. I was too busy chasing the next paycheck, The next run, the next shiny new rig. I'd sit with the guys at the diner, talking about transmissions and tire treads, but I forgot to tell them about you, my real partner. You've fought just as hard as I have, maybe harder. Raising our kids, keeping the house warm while I was out here chasing miles. I'm so damn proud of this truck, but I should have been proud of you. I should have told you that every day. I just figured you knew. If I'd spent half the time I gave to polishing this heap, telling you how I feel, maybe I wouldn't feel so hollow right now. All those nights I was out here, I knew you were praying for me. I could feel it, like a warm hand on my shoulder. But this time, those prayers didn't pull me through. I'm hurting bad, Sarah. This is my last run, and I'm thinking about everything I missed. Ellie's dance recitals, Jack's baseball games. You were there alone, cheering them on, while I was hauling loads through Nebraska or sleeping in some rest stop. I'd think about calling you just to say goodnight, but I'd keep driving instead. Why'd I do that? I'm picturing you now, making dinner, setting the table, coming up with excuses for the kids about why I wasn't there. Dad's fixing the truck. Dad's got an early start. Always some reason. When we got married, you didn't even know how to change a fuse. Now you're out there shoveling snow, keeping the heat on, while I'm stuck in some warehouse line in Idaho. I've screwed up a lot, but asking you to marry me? That was the one thing I got right. My body's giving out, but my heart hurts worse. I'm alone out here, Sarah, for the first time since we've been together, and I'm scared. I need you so bad, and it's too late. It's funny. The truck I've babied all these years is right here with me, but you're 1,000 miles away. Still, I feel you. I see your face, your smile. You're so beautiful, you know that? I haven't told you that enough lately. Tell Ellie and Jack I love them. I'm so sorry I've got to go. I love you, Sarah. Take care of yourself. I've always loved you more than anything. I just forgot to say it. You're Tom. I folded that letter back up, handed it to the trooper, and climbed into my cab. Drove the rest of that day in silence, just me and my thoughts. Tom's words hit me hard, because they could have been mine. How many times have I put off the important stuff? Calling my wife, playing catch with my son, visiting my folks, because I was too busy? We all do it, don't we? We tell ourselves, tomorrow. I'll get to it tomorrow. But what if tomorrow never comes? See, life doesn't wait. It's ticking away, second by second, whether we're ready or not. We dream big, new jobs, big trips, telling someone we love them. But we keep pushing it off. When I've got time, when I've got money, when things settle down. And then one day, you're out of time. You're sitting in a wrecked truck or a hospital bed, or staring at an empty chair where someone used to be, wishing you'd done it all differently. I think about Tom a lot. He didn't get a second chance, but we still have ours. Right now. Today. Hug your kids. Call your mom. Tell your partner they're enough. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Tomorrow's a ghost. All we've got is this breath, this heartbeat. So here's my promise, and maybe it can be yours too. I'm done waiting. I'm going to live like today's my last shot, because one day it will be. And when that day comes, I want to look back and say, I loved hard. I showed up. I didn't let the good stuff slip away. Tom's letter is my reminder, etched in my mind like a road sign I'll never pass without slowing down. Let it be yours, too. Thanks for listening. Take care, and I'll see you down the road.